You keep me up at night, make me lose my mind. Easy Love. Easy Love by Love. Greetings, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any of these aspects in Vedic sidereal. Also Jupiter. I don't know why I don't say Jupiter. Oh, really? You want to come say hi? My dog is wanting to come over and say hi, but... She is loving this quarantine vibe, you guys. We have the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. All right, Three of Pentacles is all about a new beginning. You are going to start working with someone new, starting a new beginning. Tower, I feel like the whole world is kind of going through a tower right now. I know. We can't go outside right now, honey. All right, so Cancer, your energy is the Page of Wands. Okay, it's so funny because I feel like all of these signs are kind of bleeding from one to the next because Gemini also had the Page of Wands show up in their reading, Cancer. So, Page of Wands, you're wanting to, I'm feeling like a playful, passionate, like feisty. The word feisty came to mind. So some of my Cancers may be feeling a little feisty. You see he has the wand here. So some of my Cancers are definitely of the attitude of keeping your spirits high, to keep the immune system high, not letting fear. Ooh, you have the Ten of Swords crossing you. Okay, so interesting. The Ten of Swords crossing you, I do play with the fact that the nines are actually a completion of a cycle, Cancer. So with this Ten of Swords, it's that, I mean, yes, he's like, it's like the heaviness, but I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are moving through, because if we see with this Ten of Swords, all the fog here is at the bottom, and he is above the fog. So I feel like a lot of my Cancers are coming out of the fog, so to speak. Ooh, Queen of Swords is your subconscious energy. So you're thinking about things, you're planning things. With the Page, you're going to express outwardly like you're a passionate, playful child about the situation, but subconsciously you're being driven by your intelligence. You're being driven by something that you already... We have birdsong playing. So I feel like a lot of my Cancers are definitely in a space where you are navigating. I mean, we have two things of swords here. Yeah, justice. All right, justice is what's crowning you. So you may be looking for justice in a situation, but you're going to, internally, you have this attitude, oh, and we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse as your past energy. So Four of Pentacles in reverse can be, I'm feeling for this, that this Four of Pentacles is someone was keeping something to themselves and being kind of greedy. Four of Pentacles upright can be self-preservation from a fact that you were taken advantage of previously. So it's like a good thing that you're learning your boundaries, you're learning material boundaries so that you can create the harmony of a four, the stability of a four, right? So in reverse, it's like, took it a little too far, being a little too guarded. Someone was, either you or the other person. Remember, energies are fluid. Someone was too guarded here in a situation, too greedy with a situation. So you are being smart, Cancer, and you're approaching the situation friendly, playful, passionate, like a Page of Wands. But internally, you're the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords knows everything. The smartest person is the quietest, calmest person in the room. Yeah? So it's the Queen of Swords, and she's going to get her justice. She's going to get her balance here because something was imbalanced previously with that Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, with the Ten of Swords, I don't feel like the Ten of Swords really even bothered you that much, Cancer. I feel like if there's something here, basically if it was like another sign, they would have handled it like, this sucks, this is a Ten of Swords. But Cancer, you're kind of seeing this as like an opportunity. Your future energy is Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you are not playing into the conflict. You're not playing into the games. Someone here, I feel like someone's trying to like wag a rope at you and they're trying to get you to like hold on to the other side and play tug of war with them. And Cancer, you're not buying it. You're like watching and you're like, interesting, but I'm not gonna play into that. But you're going for justice here. Your energy on your path is Death, so it could be a Scorpio. You're definitely leaving the situation. Like I said, nines are completion of a cycle. 10, you've literally come out of the cycle. You've dropped it, and you are now wiped the slate clean so that you can start a new cycle, Cancer. We have a white rose at the bottom there with some feathers. And we got spiders. Spiders were my first power animals as a child. I loved spiders. All right, who you're dealing with is the Six of Pentacles, which is awesome because they are wanting some reciprocity. They're wanting to work with you. There's a situation here of even give and take. We do see the green and the gold here, which is the same green and gold of the past. So perhaps this could be someone from the past who was too greedy before, who was being a little too reserved, who was holding back from you. And you decided to be more playful, to tap into your inner child and to tap into your passionate side. And by you tapping into your passionate side and your playful side, you kind of spun this person for a loop. In fact, I'm actually feeling that this Ten of Swords energy, looking as distraught as this man is actually the energy that you're dealing with. And because you are being the Queen of Swords in justice, because you are not playing their game, you're like, I'm not playing this game. Internally, you are holding strong, but externally, you're like, I'm a playful child. I'm taking everything lighthearted. I'm not gonna let you see that I'm not gonna, you may see one card, but you're not gonna see my whole hand. So you're doing that kind of thing, Cancer. And with the death to this situation, something new births, something new emerges, this white rose, which is a symbol of purity, a symbol of rebirth, regrowth. So this person is being drawn to come back because they're noticing this and they're wanting to come back and give you some sort of offer. This could be like a business proposition that just was not fruitful for you before. So you're like, no, or you're just like, let me think about it. And you're thinking about it for so long and you have like all the right reasons. Every time they come back and they're like, did you think about it yet? Are you gonna do it yet? Are you gonna do it yet? Are you gonna do this? And you're just like, Queen of Swords, stalemate, stale face. You're like starving something out. You're like holding out on something and until they give. Because the green, I think of like poison ivy, I think of like envious, I think of, yeah, just someone who's really greedy. And so you're waiting until the opportune moment where this greedy person decides to give a pentacle to you, an even give and take. Hopes, dreams, and fears is Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely a thought here. You are in the Queen of Swords, who is, the queen who has intellectual. She's not letting her emotions get the best of her. She's not letting her passion. She's not letting her groin run her. She's not saying that she's not nurturing like the Queen of Pentacles, but she's not necessarily as forgiving or naive as the Queen of Pentacles could be in certain situations from being a little too nurturing at times. The Queen of Swords is going to be a diplomat about every situation. She's going to think about everything intelligently. She's going to cross her T's and dot her I's and then some. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you are definitely being ahead. I feel like you're 2 steps ahead, Cancer. Some of my Cancers here are definitely 2 steps ahead. Again, we have green and gold as very prominent colors. You could also feel with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, if you notice, he's focused, he's looking at all these papers. You could be concerned that you just aren't able to focus so much on something or something that you were working on that you had put a lot into is you're going to have to leave behind. But your outcome is Temperance, Four of Wands, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So if there was a third party situation here, then the third party situation is ending. And again, this could be like you and this person weren't necessarily married or super, there wasn't a conversation of like super exclusivity. It's like you were just talking with someone, and it was going well and it was going serious and you didn't really have a conversation of, are you seeing other people because, you're adults and you felt like that wasn't really relevant until you decided to actually make a commitment here. But I feel like someone was definitely holding out with that Four of Pentacles, like someone is hiding something. They're hiding like, yeah, I'm talking to someone else, but it's none of your business because we're not married. So it's none of your business and it's not cheating because we're not married. Well, you holding out and you starving out this person and you just being playful and you being like, la la la, I'm fine, I'm not jealous, I'm whatever. The other person who was, putting their energy elsewhere is realizing that it's not really serving them to put their energy elsewhere. So they're coming back and they're like, hey, Cancer, so can we give this a go again? Can we have some stability? Can we bring in that 6 energy? And it's a death to a situation of someone holding, hiding things. It's a death to the Four of Pentacles energy. It's a death to the past energy, which is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So death to that, again, death to the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords is getting third in reverse. So like you can't even have turmoil or battling with this person because you're not playing their games. Cancer, you're not playing their games. So Three of Cups in reverse, no games are being played. Temperance and Four of Wands. It could be Sagittarius. We do see that they're ascending towards the light here. The Four of Wands is also ascending towards the light. So someone is like getting enlightenment during this time. Someone is seeing what they really want. Someone's seeing what they really value. Someone is seeing that They don't want to just party and, you know, go to festivals and do all this thing and like mix match with other people and fluids and energies, and they're seeing that that's not really serving them on a long term. They're realizing that they want something more stable. They want the balance that temperance is going to pull in. So temperance, it's all about the patience, it's all about balance, it's all about going nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race to create that Four of Wands stability, Cancer, and that's what you're bringing in. You're calling in this Four of Wands stability, and that is what justice looks like to you. And you're doing that by holding the frequency of a Queen of Swords. With a work situation, this could also be someone who is kind of, you know, using you for your skills, using you for this and that, but they aren't quite giving you, you know, what you deserve. They're not quite giving you what your energy deserves. And so you're holding out. But again, you are, I love it, Cancer, because you're staying in the frequency of this Page of Wands. So you're just staying so playful and chipper and feisty. Again, feisty just keeps really coming up for me. It's like a really prominent feeling. I'm just feeling like, oh, feisty. Oh, behave. I'm feeling that from you guys, Cancer. So Cancer, there's definitely a lot of balance and patience going on here. You have your, sight set, originality. All right, Cancer, from your deepest desires and hidden dreams, an inner voice calls out to you to be original, fresh and vibrant. Step away from the crowd or the status quo. By seeking originality and receiving new thoughts at this time, you have an opportunity to create yourself as a force for the greater good, Cancer. This step is not only for your own self, but this is a shift that will allow others around you to become more of who they are as well. So Cancer, as you become more and more of this playful Page of Wands energy, but you assert it through a subconscious energy of knowing your truth, knowing what you deserve, knowing what you are, having compassion for others, not speaking out, being the quietest, calmest person in the room, while simultaneously being the most feisty, young-hearted, inner child person in the room, you're going to bring justice to the situation, and you're going to bring justice to others as well, creating that stability of the home, of the Four of Wands. You're going to help enlighten others, bring patience to others. I feel like a lot of my Cancers are definitely helping pull other people out of this time. Cancers are very nurturing, but it's nurturing in a way of not codependency. So it's like a true nurture. It's nurturing in the sense it's like, I'm going to teach you how to take care of yourself. You know, it's better to teach a man how to fish than to just give him a fish, right? So the Queen of Swords is like, I'm going to teach you how to fish, whereas the Queen of Pentacles may be like, oh, I'm going to give you fish. I'm going to cook you a lovely dinner, which is not a bad thing. I love cooking for people, but you know what I mean? It's like an energy of, I'm going to teach you how to do this skill so that you can do this for yourself. So as you bring this temperance to others, as you enlighten others, you're creating and you're calling in, creating this stability, letting go of this codependent energy, the threes, you know, you're letting go of third-party extras. It's teaching people how to really become self-sufficient. This step is not only for your own self, but it's a shift that will allow others around you to become more of who they are as well. Your willingness to be authentic and show up as you really are allows for differences, and this will free others to do the same. Being original is a gift to yourself and to the universe, Cancer. Enjoy becoming a magnet for originality. All right, let's see what your runes say. All right, Cancer. Oh man, who got this? Taurus? Taurus maybe got this? All right, so Cancer, we have the rune of Iwaz. Iwaz is somewhere in between. It's understanding the world tree, the tree of knowledge. This is the unity of life and death. This is the bow and arrow. So again, learning how to hunt and then make the hunt, make the kill. This is having stamina, sacrifice, growing through your strength, and understanding this is all about departure, the Kundalini energy. The path is hard and lonely. There's no end in sight. So this is all about spiritual becoming, the upper and lower worlds meeting in the middle, death to mysteries. So we have the death card here, the Scorpio. So definitely a Scorpio vibe. Scorpio's coming through here. This is about timelessness, encoding, immortality, endurance, initiation. This is about protection, initiation into the wisdom of the world tree, liberation from having any fear of death, developing your spiritual endurance, developing your spiritual vision, verticality, energy of your spine. The needle of the yew tree is also poisonous, but the tree also holds knowledge. So there's poison in the knowledge, but can you make the knowledge work with you, or are you going to fear? You know, you're going to fear the poison and let the poison get to you. Think of it this way. If you energetically, like animals, snakes, etc., only know energy, so they can sense your heartbeat. Yeah? Well, if you can make your entire body become that of a tree, a snake is not going to attack you. But the second that they can feel your heartbeat quicken, then they may start to restrict. So the second that they can smell any hint of fear, even the slightest hint of fear, Cancer, is when a snake will attack. But a snake is not going to attack a tree. So I feel like this person that you're dealing with, or this environment, could very well be a snake environment. But the Justice, the Death, and the Queen of Swords, the Temperance card, you are holding strong to this energy. Like, you are grounded. You are just stable. You're grounded. You're not letting anything shake you. Cancer, this is an excellent energy. When we look into his eyes, he has piercing green eyes. We see like an aurora borealis coming through. So I'm feeling definitely like things are changing in the wind. Things are coming through with the wind. There's an air of magic coming through here. We see that he is in this barren landscape. There's nowhere for him to hide. We don't see, prides and everything of animals, but yet still he was able to find this boar. He was able to make his bow and his arrows, and he was able to make this hunt, so to speak. This is all about understanding that to die before you die is to discover what in life is truly important. This is about near-death experiences, the power to recall past lives, invoking Iwas to discover your past life patterns in the present, how they are playing out in the present moment. This is understanding that the answers lie not in the memory, but in the clues that are going on here and now around you. This is about male polarity. This is also the card of Scorpio, which we already see that you guys have a lot of Scorpio energy here. So I feel like some of my Cancers are definitely dealing with the Scorpio, or you have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. I would look to see what house Scorpio is in, so you can see how this is going to affect what area of your life Iwas will be the most fruitful in during the month of April. This is also about the stone topaz. Just chilling right here. Some blue topaz for you guys. This is all about the animal, the snake, which I've already been talking about the snake. So, just kind of goes hand in hand with the snake. Snake might be powerful medicine for you guys during this time. This is understanding to live a health-conscious life, beginnings and rebirth. When effort isn't yielding desired changes, then you need to put a death to something and start something else. This is asking you to acknowledge your ability to take full responsibility for your health in all capacities, your spiritual health, your physical health, your mental health. This is also asking you to work with mythological and spiritual worlds. It's also a learning of how to do that. Learning how to use magic to deflect negative energy, transforming and reversing specific situations. This is used to strengthen your defense in court. So if any of my Cancers are dealing with anything in court, then you are going to win. This rune does not go in reverse. There's no reversal for this rune. It is a strong, powerful warrior of a rune. So a lot of my Cancers are really embodying that warrior energy. This is helping you overcome any fears, and this brings you blessings for all of your new transformations to come. So I like that energy for you guys. So definitely my Cancers are dealing with things that just aren't going to touch you. It's just the energy of can't touch this, because they can't touch this, Cancer. It looks like you kind of got everything going. Cancers are kind of leading the pack during all this thing going down in the world. Cancers are definitely holding down the fort. Powerful stone for you guys might be Numite, I'm feeling for sure, and Kyanite. Kyanite blades, some bloodstone. I'm feeling also some emeralds for the heart, because we do have a lot of the green energy here. Emeralds for that power, emeralds to bring in that passion, that playful inner child, and that earth energy. So I love you guys, and I'll see you shortly for your end of the month readings.